Welcome back to Skilled Stadium. Both sides back out on the ground. The Cats by 3 points. Thankfully, the rain has stayed away, but the temperature has dipped and it is getting cool here. We won't be seeing any more Riley Dunn. That right knee of his flared up in that first quarter. He's got the tracksuit on, taking no further part. Henry Playfair's got his left calf quite heavily bandaged, so we'll keep an eye on him. And the medical report at Josh Hunt is that it's all clear, that cheekbone eye socket, so he looks like he'll resume. Back to you, Anthony.
Thank you, Andrew. Half-time at the MCG, and what a beauty that is. 8-3-51, 7-5-47, with the Maggies just in front there, Chris, so that'll keep you smiling.
I can say, Hutto, that at the 6-minute mark of the second term, Collingwood led by 34 points, so the Hawks kicked the last 5 goals of the quarter.
Second half then from Skilled Stadium. We've got a beauty on our hands. It is Geelong by 3. The locals being challenged today, though, by Fremantle, who have certainly come to play. And they've got the wind in this third quarter. And Pavlich, who they've tried to clear a big space for at centre-half forward. Geelong will try and get numbers around him. Bell got the toe poke in. Hunt, though, standing strong. And he had the supporting cast. This is Kelly now. Rook is going to try and run forward. He just got rid of it in time. McManus, Chapman outpointed him convincingly. Enright's kick is well placed. Lonigan, third bite. Drags it down.
Got some speed, this young man. Just watched him off the mark and he exploded. Moves well. And Geelong going with a couple of tools up forward. Stephen King lining up at full forward. And we see Lonigan on the lead. Very well done.
Well, they've got a plethora now, haven't they, of tall forwards, Geelong, which is amazing from where they've been. Obviously, lost Ben Graham. They recruited Brad Ottens, but brought Gardner back into the team today. And that, of course, is in addition to Playfair and Kingsley and some bloke called Ablett coming through in the VFL. But that's all to the future. This is the present, and Tom Lonigan has increased the Cats' lead into the breeze.
Well, we just see the ball usage again. Young Lonigan on the lead and finishes off with a goal.
Good running by Corey Enright. He was instrumental at half-back, and he kept going, involved in a possession on the wing, and then was the one that actually kicked it to Lonigan, so it was well played.
And he just wanted to check the wind conditions down there. Has there been any change, or it's still going the same way?
No, it's still going the same way, Hutto.
So Otten's comprehensively out of the centre. Ablett well tackled by Cook. Chance for McManus. Ling, he was able to get the handball to Hazelby. He wobbles it towards half forward. Pavlich again's confronted by a couple of Geelong players, Rook and Milburn, getting back on top of him. The ball over the line for a boundary throw-in as we look at the Geelong bench.
Yes, that's the Geelong bench. And just for Fremantle at the moment, they've lined up with Sandilands at full forward, McFarlane next to him.
So
they've gone with 3 talls, the Dockers.
Right half forward for the Dockers. Otten's in front. Longmuir reaching over the top. Kelly was held, and he'll get a free kick. And Dodd just saying should have been dropping the ball. He kicks towards Chapman inside the centre square. They're moving it quickly now, Geelong. Over to Hunt. The penetrating kick. Oh, it's a shocker towards half forward. Kingsley very cleverly gathered. Handball though to Ling. He missed the mark, and Ling sitting on top of the footy, and well done by Parker. He just got the footy and extracted it there to Cook. Now to Thornton, who's forced to kick across the ground dangerously, but Johnson's up to the task. And he marks at full back, kicks towards McManus, takes it on the half volley, run provided by Bell. So the Dockers here trying to build. They're confronted again by a wall of Geelong players. Back into the centre, Polak, now Grover. Draws a play over the top to Hazelby. Now he goes long towards McFarlane and Sandilands. Sandilands marks, good stuff, the big boy. He did it well. Playfair's back on him, but the height a real factor there, Steve.
And the beauty of it is that he's taken a mark early in this third quarter. That would put real worrying signs in Mark Thompson's mind at the moment. Who are we going to play on him if he starts taking a couple more marks?
Well, Hazelby did the right thing, just put it right on top of his head, and he used his height to advantage. Now he needs to convert the big fella, and he does. So Fremantle get one back. Well done by Aaron Sandilands. He started the quarter at half forward, now moves into the ruck. But it was a good piece of play because they used his strength. They kicked to that part of the ground where he could use his height.
Yep, long and direct, and we just see him fend off his opponent there, far too strong. I just hope he pushes forward after this bounce.
So Brad Ottens and Aaron Sandilands, the goal kicker from a moment ago. Face off, Sandilands in the end got fingernails to it. Jimmy Bartel, who certainly hasn't had things all his own way today. Just the 7 possessions. As we check in on the bench for Fremantle, Paul Medhurst having a rest, which is interesting. Schofield, Mundy and Riley Dunn, who's injured. Bell, 16th possession. He and Hazelby equal highest on the ground. Johnson again filling the space in front of Pavlich. Ling bolts up ahead. There's only space, and there's some runners trying to move into it. Shannon Burns is one of them. Grover was up to the task, but Chapman quick to pounce and to try and set up again through Ling. He's got Ottens pushing to centre half forward. Goes instead to Hunt. Ottens is still loose further afield. Lonergan would be a longer target. And even longer again is big Stephen King, but it doesn't get that far.
And Michael, just at the moment, Sandilands actually gone into the ruck and Longmuir has gone forward. You would think they should push Sandilands back, because Playfair would be in all sorts of trouble if they kicked it up high.
McManus blasts away. McFarlane shovelled out of it by Scarlett, but he had great support from Johnson. Look at the reading of the play by Josh Hunt. They collaborate beautifully, but still, you've got to clear the defensive zone. Lots of cats inside defensive 50. Can he find someone outside? Yes. Nonchalantly done from King to Riccardi, who has to just realign himself. Out to the wing, no one there but Thornton.
Thornton brings it back inside the corridor to Carr, who chips it very high to Black, who's got plenty of time between halfback and wing. Heath Black normally uses the ball very well. Pavlich, a long, hard lead, and he hits him on the chest. Numbers back, though, with the Cats. So Pavlich kicks inside to Dodd. Needs to get it on. Longmuir in the goal square. He kicks across the ground instead to Sandilands. Cats have got numbers back. That's why Fremantle are trying to be patient, trying to work
He's got
an option.
Free.
And he uses him. Still too far out to score. Kick and a half from goal. There's Peter Bell in the foreground. Chips it short back to Sandilands, who's racking up the marks. 3 in this quarter. And eventually, there's Farmer offering a lead. Eventually decides just to wobble it towards Farmer. It was a poor kick. I don't think it was intended for Farmer.
It was an absolute mongrel.
But Jeff Farmer was in front because he had just offered the lead. He just offered the lead, and he was sitting there, and the wobbly old kick from Sandilands hit him right on the chest.
Well, that bloke isn't happy. But it was a mongrel of a kick. He's gone to kick it long to the square, and it's come off the boot terribly. Farmer in front. Well, it's Jeffrey Farmer's day today.
Oh, he's kicked 2. Fremantle kicked 6-2 from set shots, and they've taken 12 marks inside attacking 50 compared to Geelong's 8. So Jeff Farmer with the breeze from 45. He sets it up and kicks a goal. Jeff Farmer's got 3, and the Dockers are back in front. So well worked. They were patient, although a little lucky you'd have to concede with the kick from Sandilands being pretty ordinary. And interesting to note that Sandilands now has moved back to the goal square with Longmuir going into the centre square. So a good finish there by Jeff Farmer, and he's been fantastic today with not only his goal kicking, he's kicked 3, but his work off the ball has been inspiring for Fremantle.
Sun shining at Skilled Stadium, and that presents a problem. Chris Connolly's got his cap on. I think they had the windows tinted during the week. They called the tint professor, but they've still got some problems. 3 points the difference. Freo in front here at Skilled Stadium, and really showing that they're going to challenge the Cats in this quarter.
Well, they've fought back with the 2 goals in this third quarter, which really they needed to. They've got to take it up to Geelong and make sure they're in the ball game come three-quarter time.
Andrew, you got a close look at Milburn there as he walked past here. We might come down to you for an update on that in a moment. Ablett better watch out. Bell about to pounce. It's deep inside 50. Some hanging on there. And the free kick paid. And again, exasperated defenders.
Well, they've been caught a couple of times, the Fremantle defenders holding on to their forwards. And we just see here Johnson falling off Ottens. Oh,
that was the second one.
Well, you can't grab the jumper, the umpire right there on the scene, but it's happened a couple of times in this game, 2 or 3 times, where the Geelong forwards have got free kicks from Fremantle backmen holding on.
So Brad Ottens, who, as you can see there, hasn't seen an enormous amount of the ball, but 7 possessions, hasn't scored today, and you can hear the groans. Tells the story. Australia again, 2 points the margin now. Fremantle hanging on. The Cats 17 scoring shots, Fremantle 14.
Just on Milburn, Hutto, he looks okay, but he was a bit proppy on that left knee, which is heavily bandaged when he came off the ground.
Mark taken by Dodd in the back pocket. Just chips it further afield. Cook. He's had the job on Gary Ablett today, Troy Cook. It's been an enthralling battle. Cook probably taking the honours up until this point. He's kick out wide to Pavlich.
Oh, well done.
Great stuff from David Johnson. Just got a fingered nail in there. And diverted the ball from Pavlich over the boundary line.
Oh,
now it's happening.
It's
on in the forward pocket. As we look at the Johnson spoil, players are up to their feet. Parker and Kingsley, the players involved. So a boundary throw in. Bell was held. He was holding his opponent. Kelly scrambles a kick forward to half forward. Farmer did well. Oh, Grover and McManus stood and looked at each other. Mackie off the ground to Ablett. He runs to 40 and kicks it behind across the face. So you can just feel the anticipation lifting here at Geelong when Ablett rushes onto the footy. He couldn't quite finish on that occasion, so the margin now just a solitary behind in favour of the Dockers.
And a lot of players have had trouble, haven't they, on that angle with the wind when they've been on the run today.
And it's gone to the left-hand side too.
Peter Bell in the back pocket, looks up, and it's reasonably stagnant at the moment. Crowley makes a good move, but he spotted McManus, who sneaks away. From half-back, he's got Pavlich as his man on. Oh. Now it's an open 50. He went to Black. Sandilands. Absolutely no hope.
Well, there's not much he can do because you can't hit an arm. If they can sit the ball up.
Exactly.
Playfair cannot hit his arm, so they've just got to get it to him one-on-one.
It's a long way for him to drop the ball down, though, and try and get it straight under the boot. Let's see if he can manage it. And he can't. Oh, in the middle of it, Longmire just bounces up and puts it through for another one. Well, they're full of spirit this afternoon, the Fremantle Dockers. And they're battling against the local crowd and the informed team in the AFL. But big Aaron Sandilands could prove to be the wild card.
Well, he doesn't want to get too far from goals, but we just see here Longmire in the ruck, pushing forward. And good to see.
It looks like he gave a real good push to Stephen King. And then the Docker fans in the minority, but they've found plenty of voice. They lead by 7 points. 14 minutes into this third term. Got the use of the breeze for this quarter. They need to probably be 3 goals in front at three-quarter time. Kelly, Tenace. Loops the handball over the top to Ablett. He's away. Kick inside, attacking 50. Going back. Pollack with courage. Good mark. He's got it in the back pocket. Kicks across the ground. Cook. In fact, and can raffle it there. Black in support. He uses him now. He's back. Black runs to full measure. Oh, it's a poor kick. They turned it over. Hutt. Ablett getting involved again. Loops a handball over the top into the path of Tenace, who runs to 50, kicks it long to the goal square. Kingsley in good position.
Great kick.
It was a great kick. And Kingsley will kick from 20 metres as good as directly in front.
Shocking turnover, wasn't it, by Fremantle? They were in all sorts of troubles. As soon as he didn't hit his target, I think it was Heath Black.
Yep.
Well, Tenace was onto it, and Kingsley on the way back. Lost Parker. Easy grab.
So just the 5 disposals this afternoon for Kent Kingsley. He's kicked 1 goal, but missed a very easy opportunity in the first quarter from, well, similar distance. He was only 30 metres from goal and barely made the different distance. In fact, didn't. So he's got a chance here. He's got to kick it from just 20 metres. He comes in and he pops it through. The Dockers now lead by just a point. And Steve, we just watched the Heath Black turnover again. The short pass intended for Crowley.
Well, they were queuing up, weren't they, Freo? Had they hit that target? And on the rebound, Ablett, Tenace, Kingsley, goal.
So Cats get it back to a 1-point ball game. We'll watch with interest out of the middle since quarter time. Freo have dominated. That had 6 out of the 8 centre clearances. But it's game on here as Hazelby gets them forward. Farmer couldn't get to the back of the pack. Scarlett with authority for Bartel. Perhaps they tried to be a little bit too cute there, but it might work out okay. King to a couple of one-on-ones. Well, it didn't turn out to be one-on-one. Big Sandlands, he got completely disorientated. Ablett wins the contested ball, as he so often does. Tenace puts the foot down, and now he puts the boot up and the ball to half forward. Gardner will pay that.
It was a good grab by Gardner.
He averages 6 marks a game. He hasn't seen a lot of it this afternoon. That's his second grab. Up to half forward. Chapman intercepted by Grover. Well played. The margin is 1 point. Freo with the breeze. That is flirting with all sorts of danger. But Farmer takes it, and now they've got the loose man on the wing. Black and Carr. And Milburn, who's just back on the ground. And Milburn happy enough to get it over and out. Marks in the match. You can see the different styles of play that have been employed. Fremantle, particularly in this quarter, sharing it around 26 marks to 9 for the quarter. And more than 30 than their opponents for the day. Sandlands and King look like they're dancing together there. Sandland somehow got it down, but Mackie. Lonigan got a tough bounce, but he won the ball. Polak left it behind. Chapman doesn't. Lovely little sidestep, and out in front of Kingsley again. Parker maybe got a high tackle there. Yes, the umpire spotted it. Crowd don't like it. You can understand the frustration.
Parker wears his opponents like a glove, doesn't he? Got good closing speed. Tough day for Kingsley. Every time he goes for the ball, Parker lets him know that he's around.
Schofield now to Thornton. Now some space here. Oh, the Cats again get across in number. Thornton runs the full measure, drives it long. Dodd's got a turn, but he didn't turn quickly enough. Milburn read it brilliantly.
He did.
Is that 50?
He's just come onto the ground, Milburn.
No. So Milburn's got it at centre-half back. Oh, dangerous kick. Schofield in from the side. Gardner did very well to maintain his composure, but now he's lost it. Dodd. Thornton kicks inside, attacking 50. Pavlich on the lead. And Pavlich's mark 35 from goal. In fact, a touch further.
He's got good
Probably
speed,
40
Pavlich.
metres.
Good speed, Pavlich. Once he's in front, very few get to him.
Yeah, I tell you what, this will test him. He's a star. He's just taken his 9th mark. And there was the turnover. The pressure coming from Jared Schofield. So Matthew Pavlich to extend Fremantle's lead. A difficult opportunity. Drop punt is missing to the near side. So margin now in favour of the Dockers, a couple of points.
Both coaches very busy at the moment with some restructuring. Well, Playfair's come back on the ground for the Cats. Alton's to the bench.
Well, you just wonder now whether McFarlane comes back onto the ground, because Mark Thompson has pushed Playfair forward, and he came off the ground, which allowed Scarlett get to Longmuir.
Schofield's gone to Bell. Bell back was looking for Black. Oh, the big man just wobbles it, makes it tough for Farmer, but he waited down and he tried the impossible, and so it proved. Well, can they keep slugging it out? As you said, Michael, you get the feeling they need to get at least one more goal in front to be in with a real fighting chance in this last quarter for out.
Yes, Johnson gets at the Scarlet. You'd think with the win they'd need at least be 2 or 3 goals in front.
Has it dropped at all, Andrew? The flags seem to be a little more linked than they were earlier.
Probably by about 15%, I reckon, Hutto.
Right, 15.
Maybe 20%.
Scarlet high, the big leap. Sandlin's the double
good
fister.
hit.
Oh, McManus a little fumble. Did very well to gather it and then gave it up to Nace. Towards the wing, Mundy getting across. Good effort, couldn't hold on though. Grover's been fantastic. Great handball by Gardner. Sets Riccardi away. Out wide to Mackey. Here's a chance for the Cats. A short pass to Kingsley is perfect. And Peter Riccardi involved. We've got loose players everywhere, Geelong. Kingsley kicks it into the goal square and missed the target. He had 4 to choose from and missed every one of them. Polak, Pavlich under pressure. Forced to kick quickly and going back, the mark taken by Enright. There's still a chance here, Geelong. They've got numbers inside attacking 50. Cook with courage going back. Marks at half back for the Dockers.
Both sides making mistakes. Crucial stakes in this third quarter. Well done by Sandilands. Gets it off to Schofield. Out wide. He's got Bell. He's got plenty inside. McManus, he missed the target. Who's going to get the footy here? It's Ling under pressure. Good scrap, good fighting from both teams. Tenacious handball taken by Ling. Into the middle of the ground now. Chapman, no one coming at him. Good protection from Enright. Some hesitation though. Carr persisted and got some reward. Mundy can't get a clean handball away. Thurley, a blind handball. Over the top, free kick to Mundy. High tackle, crowd don't like it, but it appeared to be there. Ablett certainly didn't.
Just skill errors at the moment, Michael, just hurting both teams. A couple of short passes that didn't hit.
50-metre penalty. Maybe language from Ablett, perhaps.
Gee, the game, the intensity's just lifted in the last 3 or 4 minutes as well.
So Mundy, on a Saturday at Skilled Stadium, he's got a lot of
Can't help yourself.
numbers ahead of him. And he takes on Gary Ablett. Ablett's left in a heap. The ball's in the goal square. And David Johnson stands up and takes the mark as Pavlich is replaced by McFarlane.
David Johnson in the last line just chips across the ground. Riccardi. No one comes to him, so he's able to have 3 bounces. Advance towards the wing. He almost stops, but then spots a target inside. Enright. Good use of the football. Chapman, been important. Long towards half forward. Loose player is Thurley, who got in behind the defence. And Cameron Thurley is marked on the attacking 50, almost directly in front.
Just a worry for Fremantle at the moment. Chapman, he's been able to find some space. Every time he gets the ball, he's hitting the target.
Well, he's kicked the goal in his 3 games of AFL football, this being his 4th, including a bag of 4. So a chance here. He is kicking into a slight wind, and he'll need to kick at 55 metres, so a big challenge, but he's a sharpshooter. From 52, drop punt on its way. It's a great looking kick. It's a touch on the line. No, good mark taken by Justin Longmuir. Right on the last line of defence. He chips it out to McManus.
And they're peeling off the Dockers. McManus again. Maybe, it was a good decision in the end. Mundy from half
3 on 1.
Look at it. Yeah, totally surrounded
5
there.
on 1. 5 on 1.
And he's fighting on pretty well to hold it in, Hazelby. Be happy with the draw.
well done.
He might just get it. Well, in fact, even better than that.
Great effort, wasn't it? Hazelby, then Medhurst to join in.
Medhurst comes up with the free. Josh Carr's gone straight off, not through the interchange. Pushkar is still on the ground. He comes...
No. He was making out that he was going to come off and try and at least stooge that he was off the ground and get a chip to the or kick to the side.
Free kicks 11-5 in Freo's favour,
which really the AFL should look at.
Crowley. Very short for Black, who's coming up for possession number 12.
Sandilands in the goal square, one-on-one. That's where the ball needs to go.
And that's where it's headed. Can the big man? No, he can't get there. Ling, superior judgment on that occasion. Wasn't enough penetration on the Black kick. And now it's the Cats' turn to run. Milburn takes it and bolts. Playfair a long way up the ground at half forward. Polak wrapped him up and almost could have been rewarded for the tackle, but Playfair convincing the umpire that he did actually attempt to get rid of it, managed to release it. There's been plenty of mistakes in the game from both sides, as you can see there with the clanger total, more made by Freo, but they've shown the initiative for a fair bit of this match as well. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and the margin is just that, 3 points.
Chance for McManus, overruns it. Hazelby threw it out. Black couldn't control it. Now Chapman, he hoists it high, inside attacking 50 at the back. Polak, a big mark.
What a grab.
It was indeed. So Graham Polak, such an important player in this Fremantle structure at centre-half back. Marked strongly.
It's his 5th mark for the day.
Kicks high, the wing. Well done in the end by McFarlane to affect the spoil. Hazelby, hands and knees. McFarlane, Bell, conceding ground back to Mundy, who kicks well. Mark taken by Dodd. They're going well here. Kick towards Crowley at half forward. He can run a kick and go. Ryan Crowley, he's kicked 2, and now he's kicked 3. Well done, Ryan Crowley. On debut, he's kicked his 3rd, and the Docker lead now out to 9 points.
And let's go back to the Polak mark, because that's where it all started. A mark really on the last line of defence, but the Dockers were able to work it up with a good contest from McFarlane, who led from full forward. They worked it up. Crowley on the end of it. Very good goal.
Stephen King and Justin Longmuir favours King. Longmuir with the run-up. Couldn't get it to his man. Carr tries to get it onto the end of it, but Tenace and Riccardi and Enright. And Riccardi kept on coming. Good lead up by Gardner. He spilt the beans in the end, but Riccardi for his 3rd touch in that piece of play in the direction of Playfair. Just couldn't pull it down. Did he get a high tackle? No. Cook. Wasn't a great handball, and Black completely unaware of what was around him, oblivious to the man about to run him down. King for holding the ball, and Mackie to have a shot for goal.
Good to see this young man get involved. He spent a bit of time in the VFL. That's a great chase. That's what gets you into the game anyway, and sensational.
Steve, you're taught as a young player, when you get the ball, first 4 or 5 steps, you've got to go, then reassess where you are. Black didn't do it there.
His 9th possession of the day, his first major scoring shot, and he doesn't get the result he was after. Andrew Mackie kicked 3 goals in the first game of the year against Richmond, but it was dropped after 3 rounds. Back today. 73 Fremantle, 65 Geelong, a minute to go.
Oh, Harker dangerously into the back pocket to Thornton. Ablett paying close attention. Hazelby. Still time for the Dockers if they can move it quickly, but if they turn it over.
I'm just looking at the other end of the ground. Milburn's on Sandilands.
So eventually kicks out wide where Dodd has made position. He's got nowhere to go because it's all Geelong on the wing. So he has to sit and wait for something. Now Polak moves for him. He goes in that direction. Well done, Graham Polak. Ran very hard from half-back to offer something on the wing. And umpire Rowe just warning Playfair, just be careful. Won't pay 50 this time. And looks unlikely now with the time ticking away. as he kicks across the ground to McManus. But the three-quarter time siren blows, and we're set for a fantastic final quarter, Steve, with the Dockers leading by 8 points at three-quarter time.
Well, yes, they've given themselves every chance. There was some great forward work by the Dockers, and really their midfield's given enough ball to their forward line. Sandilands causing pretty much a lot of trouble for the Geelong defence, but giving himself a chance to win this game.
So Chris Connolly, can he produce a big upset? We'll find out in a moment.